Oh, siyempre.
Sir, welcome to Ma'am.
Ito na naman sir, nakita na kayo.
Ah, yes, of course. Kumusta?
Si Ma'am Sita. Yes, si Ma'am Angel.
Okay lang, sir.
Hi, Ma'am Angel.
Talaga, mag-picture muna tayo dito sa ano.
Morning, sir!
Picture.
Kabila, kabila.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. One more. Ay, salamat. Thank you, sir. Salamat, sir. Napapag-usap. Ah, tuloy tayo din. Kasi ang gani mo.
Dado ko sir.
Dado, sir.
Mag 2 months pa lang yung ano, surgery. Next week, mag 2 months next week.
Boss,
Hello po! Good morning! Welcome to Cotabato!
Salamat.
Picture po! So, yan, ikaw dito sa...
Salamat tag-Valentine sa amin.
Opo, opo. Dito.
Salamat, salamat.
Okay.
Thank you. Ay, ka-sweet bye. Thank you. Salamat, salamat. Hi, morning. Nandito tayo sa Cotabato City. At well, dalawa yung gagawin natin ngayong araw. Una, pupunta muna tayo sa NIA, National Irrigation Administration Office. At makakausap natin yung mga kapwa nating workers sa government in NIA. Then pagkatapos ay diretso tayo sa ating Pre-SONA, Pre-State of the Nation Address, para ilatag natin sa mga kababayan natin dito sa BARM, Bangsamoro Autonomous Region for Muslim Mindanao, ang mga nagawang accomplishments ni Pangulong Duterte under his term at ano pa yung gagawin sa remaining 1 year ng kanyang termino. Then pagkatapos yan, pupunta tayo ng Cebu. Sa Cebu naman, mag-usap-usap tayo with local government units ng Cebu Province, Cebu City, Mandaue, Lapu-Lapu City, regarding yung mga protocols natin, especially for traveling international travelers from abroad. Kasi syempre natatakot tayo dun sa Delta variant. Kaya kailangan meron tayong common travel protocols para hindi tayo mapasukan ng Delta variant at kung ano man mga variants niyan ng COVID-19. Lalo-lalo na ngayon may Delta Plus variant na binabantayan. Then katapos yan, that's it. Balik na tayo. So sumama ako, medyo busy day pero I think it's gonna be a very productive day for us. So, Ika, sama na.
Local travel planning.
Sa local travel.
Sa local travel.
Okay lang mo ng local kay kaya mo na to. Ang ginaproblema lang yun na to ka lang. Mas nakakatakot kasi yung Delta variant kasi gaya nito, yung 17 ka returning overseas Filipinos na pumasok, nakita natin na may Delta variant sila after
discharge?
na. Oo. Because hindi man yan parehas ng yung genome sequencing, hindi man yan parehas na i-swab mo tapos malalaman mo agad. Di ba? Nga kung anong, kasi hindi mo naman alam kung sino yung mga returning overseas ang nagdala ng variant, di ba? Lahat naman yan pag positive swab, i-genome sequencing natin di ba? So malalaman mo na lang anong variant ang dala niya after sa discharge, di ba?
And then na-expose na siya for that period.
Oo, pero the fact is na after 10 days hindi na siya nakakahawa. That's why 10 days yung ating 10 days yung ating protocol.
Together with Regional Manager Diosdado Rosales with his able division managers, welcome to NIA Maguindanao, Imo. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to everyone. So, let us all rise for the invocation to be led by Engineer Yasser Abdul Kadir for Muslim Faith and Miss Sharon Joyce Lastrilla for the Christian Faith. Also, please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Malik yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Kinahapunan. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Nograles, sir. Maraming salamat sa pagbisita dito sa office.
This is para sa akin, no, this is a very memorable day, no, for Maguindanao Imo, no? Because for the first time, a cabinet secretary visits our humble office here in Maguindanao Imo. Palakpakan naman natin. Wala pa nga yata kahit administrator ng NIA na nakabisita dito. Kasi usually, sir, pag may activity sila dito, didiretso na doon sa convention hall. Kasi maliit lang yung space natin dito. So, first time na nagbisitahan tayo dito, hindi lang ng administrator, kundi cabinet secretary pa natin. Siya rin ang co-chair sa IATF EID, no? Yung sa Interagency Task Force for Emerging Infectious Diseases. Siya rin ang co-chair ng ICCMN, yung Inter-Cabinet Cluster Mechanism for Normalization under the Comprehensive Agreement on Bangsamoro. Kaya meron tayong OPA projects dahil sa kanya. Siya din ang chairman ng Government Interagency Task Force on Zero Hunger. No, ang daming programa niyan para walang Pilipino na magugutom. And siya ang chairman natin of the NIA board, no? Ang vice chair niya si Administrator Bisaya. So, let me welcome to you our Honorable Karlo Alexi Bendigo Nograles.
Daghang salamat. Palakpakan nato si Regional Manager Dado Rosales. Salamat kayo, Sir Dado. Maayong buntag sa tanan. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
National irrigation, marami tayong mga tungkulin at responsibilidad. Ano po? Pero para sa akin, ulit-ulit kong sinasabi, na dito sa NIA, ang dapat nating tingnan, na ang isa sa mga tungkulin natin ay hindi lamang magpadaloy ng tubig papunta sa mga farms. Hindi lamang magbigay ng irigasyon para sa ating mga farmers. Kundi isipin din po natin na isa sa pinaka-importanteng stakeholders natin ang ating mga Irrigators Association members. Buhay. Kasi yan po talaga ang tungkulin natin as government workers. At huwag kayo mag-alala, mga NIA workers natin, dahil paulit-ulit ko na pong fina-follow up ang inyong salary standardization law, ang SSL ninyo, para mas ma-inspire ang mga NIA personnel natin at workers na magtrabaho para sa bayan. Marami po tayong challenges. Kailangan ma-inspire kayo lalo kasi marami tayong challenges ngayon, lalo na sa 2022, Mandanas ruling na po. Yun. So pinag-uusapan natin ngayon sa NIA, paano mag-devolve ng functions natin. Especially dito sa BARM, kasi autonomous region siya. Para sa CIS, para sa ating Irrigators Association. Dahil gaya ng sinabi ni RM, mahal ko po ang NIA, gaya po ng pagmamahal niya rin po sa akin. Maraming salamat po, magandang umaga po muli, at kumain na tayo. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Capsec Nograles, at dahil po sa pagmamahal ninyo sa NIA,
Para hindi mo kami makalimutan.
Sige lang.
we have face mask, t-shirts, face shields from our Cabinet Secretary. Thank you so much, sir, for loving NIA Maguindanao and the rest of NIAs. Maraming salamat po.
1, 2, 3.
The section heads. Sige, section heads, ready.
Employees, dali! Bilis! At sa lahat po na pumunta, maraming salamat po.
Magkita sa
Airport ako, sir. Mag-attack sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
See you later. Hi, sir. Hi.
In the event of an emergency or evacuation process. The security, justice, and peace fostered will focus on significant milestones in ensuring the preservation of national sovereignty and safeguarding peace and order. Lastly, the climate change adaptation, mitigation.
The direction is clear. The political will is strong. President Rodrigo Roa Duterte was sworn as the 16th President of the Republic, carrying the sentiment of every Bangsamoro. And in 2019, his promise of peace was fulfilled. The Bangsamoro Organic Law was ratified. President Duterte has installed the Bangsamoro Transitional Authority to oversee the creation of a regional bureaucracy.
Thank you, Nicole. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. On behalf sa aming kabalikat sa serbisyo, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, Secretary of the Department of National Defense, at ang courts for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, at sa ating Secretary of the PCOO, Secretary Martin Aguilar, represented by Undersecretary Ramon Colubing III. We would like to thank the very warm welcome ng ating Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, represented by Minister Attorney Natin Sinarimbo and si Dr. Bashari Latif, the Ministry of Health, and to all our fellow government servants ng Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Thank you so much for your very warm welcome. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kabilang sa mga grupong nabigyan ng paid training ay yung 4Ps, agrarian reform beneficiaries, mga magsasaka at mangingisda, drug dependents, surrenderies, pamilya ng mga uniform personnel na namatay na sugatan, mga indigenous peoples at cultural communities, at persons deprived of liberty at iba pa. Patuloy tayo magtulungan upang matuldugan ang pandemya ito sa pamamagitan ng pagdadasal at pananampalataya sa Diyos. Patuloy rin tayo tumulong sa ating kapwa at komunidad. Ingat tayo palagi. Panalangin ko na magtagumpay tayo sa lahat ng ating midhiin sa buhay. Kailangan natin magtulungan. Pagpalain nawa tayo ng Panginoon. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Maraming salamat po kay Secretary Karlo Nograles. Welcome on stage the Secretary of the Department of National Defense and the Cabinet Officer for Regional Development and Security or CORS of CORN, Secretary Delphine and Lorenzana.
Sabi ng Presidente nung atong ka-Minister noong February of 2020, nag-meeting tayo sa mga group. Sabi niya, I cannot allow this to fail. This is my legacy. Yun ang sinabi niya. And I was very happy to bilang Cabinet Officer for Regional Development and Security ng Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, ikinagagalak kong masaksihan ang mga pag-unlad na naganap sa region.
Thank you very much, Secretary Lorenzana, for your very hopeful message.
Magandang umaga ho sa ating lahat. Na Chief Minister Alhaj Murad Ibrahim, Senior Minister Abdul Rauf Makakua, or popularly known as Sami Gambar, Secretary Lorenzana.
To our guests, we come forward, and then balik na lang po tayo sa seats natin mamaya. Pero lahat po, kasama sa photo op, so please, we invite everyone to stand. Alright.
Atras na lang tayo.
Princess are invited to stand. Ready? Our dear photographers, ready? 1, 2, 3. Give us your warmest smile.
Perfect.
One more. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Despite your busy schedule.
Hello.
I thought you're
Coco, no, that's my brother.
Siya kasing ka-viber ko.
We request everyone
Ay,
to
ay,
return to
ay,
their seats as we resume our original program. You were given forms earlier for your questions, and this shall be collected by our secretary.
Rare opportunity.
Release ang tayo on Philippine Information Agency's Mr. Oliver Ross.
And then, once na nakita ng message for the Bangsamoro people na dumating na dito sa Bangsamoro. And then, isa, visits naman sa place ng MA para sa mga frontliner. Okay lang po. Yeah. Para sa Bangsamoro.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Maraming salamat po sa support ng mga taga-Bangsamoro kay Pangulong Duterte. Alam niyo naman sa panahon na ito na marami tayong challenges, kailangan natin magkaisa, mag-unite, magtulungan. Asahan niyo po ang suporta ng Pangulong Duterte para sa farm. Tulungan po tayo para labanan ang pandemyang ito.
Saan po sila para sa frontliners ng Ministry of
Hi!
Hi, sir!
Dito na tayo mag-turn over. Okay. Sensya na ha?
Okay lang, sir.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more.
Please.
1, 2, 3. Last, heart sign. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. So ano to? Face shields, no?
Yes po.
Face shields at virgin oil. Sana magamit nito para sa mga mild cases. Para mas mabilis sila tumanin.
I-turn over po namin sa IT. Okay na, sir?
Yeah. Sige.
Sir, anong magiging hakbang ngayon ng Congress na pinapaubayo na po sa Kongreso ni Pangulong Duterte yung fate ng isinusulong na extension ng transition period?
Alam nyo, kaya pinaubayan ni Pangulong Duterte yan sa Kongreso para magkaroon ng opportunity na doon sa level ng Congress, which is a deliberative body, na mag-usap-usap doon about all of the details, di ba? Para doon in Congress, alam naman natin sa Kongreso, kaya naman na mag-usap-usap ang lahat doon. Diba? Anyway, realistically naman, of course, you need to pass legislation para dito, no? So, ang proseso po is... Okay. Transfer. Hey, Aramen, thank you. Effective. So tapos na tayo sa Pre-SONA. Kailangan natin pumunta ngayon ng Cebu kasi may ibang assignment tayo doon, no? Yung IATF naman yun. Kakusapin yung mga local officials ng Cebu province para magkaroon ng common na rules and policies pagdating sa international travelers coming into the Philippines, no? Para hindi magalo, magkaroon na tayo ng common at we can protect the Philippines against itong Delta variant plus yung bagong Delta variant plus pa. So dito naman pagkatapos ng Pre-SONA natin, most of the questions ng media yung tungkol sa pag-extend nga ng term ng Bangsamoro, kasi medyo bitin, marami pa silang kailangan gawin at meron na opportunity na ma-extend ang kanilang term. So sabi ni Pangulo, ibigay na lang yan muna sa Kongreso, hindi muna kami masyado magsasalita tungkol dyan, para magkaroon naman ng free and open debate ang Congress tungkol sa katanungan na yan. Para sa ganon, anyway, Congress rin naman po ang magdedesisyon kung i-extend ba yan o hindi. Kaya yan po, ngayon hindi muna kami magsasalita, papaubayan muna natin sa Kongreso. Tingnan natin kung ano yung maging debate doon in Congress, ano yung magiging consensus nila. At yun na lamang po ang susuporta ni Pangulo. In the meantime, papasalamat kami sa mga Bangsamoro officials. Kita nyo naman, ang dami nilang accomplishments, ang dami nilang nagawa. Pero gaya ng sabi nila, too little time, so much to do. So they're asking for an extension, at they wanna continue, no? Lahat ng mga naumpisahan, nasimulan nilang pagbabago. Kita niyo naman dito sa area natin sa Mindanao, naging mas peaceful under the administration of President Duterte. At we wanna keep it that way, kasi paano naman magkaroon ng development talaga ang Mindanao kung hindi mananatili ang kapayapaan. So very important, no? This is really a showcase to the world na you really need peace for development, and then you need development for peace. That's always been the mantra ni Pangulong Duterte. Kaya abangan na lang natin kung ano mangyayari. Dito. Ikaw na mag-awak. Kaya ako mali. Para ako Miss Universe. Kulang lang po.
Thank you.
Salamat. Ingat, sir. Thank you. See you again.
Hi. Hapon. Nana to mga cabinet secretary? Nana. Agad na sila? Di ka pa kung Cotabato? Well, di ka pa kung Cotabato? Oo, wala pinagdungan. Sila, Manila ako. Cotabato. Ay, salamat. No time. Hello. Hi, boss. See you. Hello. Hi. Nice to see you in the flesh.
Welcome back.
Hi.
How are you? Kamsak. How are you? Yes, I'm okay.
Fresh from Cotabato City.
Talaga? You fly from Cotabato City. Sana, hinila mo ka rin si iba.
I was telling him nga na try na tayo. Sabi niya, you have to go to Clark.
Meron siya.
For the pilots that died sa Black Hawk.
Okay.
Di ba nag-crash yung Black
Kasi
Hawk?
you're talking about Sakdel, no?
Yeah, Sakdel. Di ba nag-crash yung Black Hawk?
Sabay lang punta ka po siya. Hi, sir. Kailangan mo ito, no?
Oh, you brought your stuff. Oh, you're staying over there.
It was actually a friend of mine who reminded me that I was celebrating the food.
Alam ng puso sa dibdib mo
upang hinirang tulad na ng magiting
who is also the IATF Chair, Cabinet Secretary Karlo, Nograles, who is also the IATF Co-Chair, Secretary Nandito, National Task Force Chief Natin, our provincial assistant for the presidential assistant for science, Secretary Nandito, Director Althea Guzman,
thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer of the Sangguniang Pangulong of the Progressive Province of Cebu, to my fellow public servants, and of course, headed by the provincial governor, Governor Gwen Garcia, a longtime friend. We've known each other in so many worth remembering events and occasions. Clearly demonstrate, if not explain, the very basis of our IATF resolution, which again the President has approved, and of course the IATF member heads have unanimously approved as well. So may I then now ask you, Mr. Chairman, to please recognize Dr. Edsel Salvania for his presentation.
Yes, thank you, Secretary Dinggin. After you, we will listen first for a few words from Secretary Nograles.
Nagkakik salamat, Mr. Chair, Presiding Officer, Vice Governor Davide.
Is that same supervening event that made the President decide to become stricter in our border controls. So while we laud the best practices and the interventions and the initiatives and the thinking out of the box of the Cebu government, our Cebu officials, and while we laud you in your accomplishments in the fight against COVID-19, I also beg of you not to put our guards down, not to be complacent, and not to think that we have been successful really in defeating the virus.
The Honorable Secretaries, Secretary Dinggin, Secretary Nograles, Secretary Galvez, Secretary Dino. You know, last June 15th, when I extended that invitation in the Senate hearing, and when I said that we are willing to ask the provincial board to revisit the ordinance, that was a hand extended across the chasm that divided us in the difference of protocols between Cebu and Resolution 114 of the IATF. I extended that hand as a leap of faith, believing that the differences that may have separated us are nothing compared to the ties that bind us as Filipinos, as a people, bound together to face a challenge that never before happened in recent memory, the COVID-19 pandemic. reach each and every one who is present here this afternoon, including what I believe the very, very many Cebuanos and Filipinos that are watching us this afternoon. As I said, I truly believe that the ties that bind us, a people with a common heritage and a common identity, are far, far. I listen to other stakeholders. I listen to our mayors so that before any executive order would be signed by me, I would first get all inputs from our regional directors, from our mayors, from all stakeholders. And that was how we progressed. As we and I slowly realized that the virulence of this virus could not be more than tuberculosis, could not be more than other diseases, where even right now, the national mortality rate is pegged at 1.7%. Here in Cebu, I would like you to know, well, we all know the scandal. You bring people to the hospital, though they may have figured in a motor vehicle accident, they are told, COVID na lang, para wala nang bayaran. So let me tell you, after I had studied and restudied, after I had listened as much as I could, I came upon a conclusion that economic lockdowns were not the answer. As I went around the province, let me tell you, while others chose to hide, I chose to risk myself and go around all of our towns and cities to see for myself what was really happening on the ground. And I saw the suffering. And that is our sacred responsibility contained in our oath to serve well and to serve faithfully. And so, from the bottom of my heart, I speak and beseech the IATF. I speak to our humanity. Allow us to be responsible for the people who gave us this authority. Allow us to be able to face them and say, we are accountable to you. We will serve you with our utmost best. Mabuhay ang Cebu. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Governor Duterte. The chair understands our honored guests have flight attached, so di ka na to sila duway-duway ba?
Kita natin yung mga designated na for home quarantine, yung mga designated na
His concern is a clerical vest that we will be doing the job of going to others. We can put them in the hotel. Anyway, they don't have rooms here. So we will accommodate them so that there will not be this impasse. You're a lawyer. You
Uy!
Hi boss, kumusta?
Okay lang.
Okay.
OWA, Kibos Bibos, Nelio.
Hi, hi.
Judilin.
Hi, hi. Hi, Judilin.
Ay, ito
Mga nani, kay...
Diyo lang, di pa mo mabiyan?
Nagdali ni.
Siguro na paluparan ay.
Bye, go.
Cebuano,
Bye,
pagbisita.
bye. Uy! Salamat, go. Thank you. Thank you, go.
Governor na ibalik sa meetings for Cebuanos?
This is our first. Kumbaga, this is a series of conversations happening between the IATF and the province of Cebu and the governor. I was about to say it's the first time we were invited here in Sanggunian. So it's a lot of exchanges of ideas, no? But we're all on the same page in terms of ang intent na to, di ba? Our intent really is to control the spread of the virus, especially the Delta variant.
Pag nangyari to sa Cebu na meron silang customized na protocol pati sa ibang probinsya, magkaroon din, open ba kayo doon?
Don't know yet. I don't know yet. That's not for me to say. Obviously, in terms of implementation, there is wisdom in having one set of protocols for all. Okay, thank you.
In a month, ganyan, mapag-decidean siya.
Say, siguro, let's wait for the technical advisory team to come up with their recommendations on IATF. Pag-iusap lang yan, hanap tayo ng compromise. I think she just wanted to air out lahat, her advantages or what she thinks are the advantages dun sa protocols sa Cebu. No. yung kanina sinabi niya only for Cebuanos. No, I think that just came out as a suggestion dahil understanding ko pagkatapos na magsalita ni Sec. Charlie about yung nakikita sa social media. I think that was her reaction. I think. That's why I have to say na you have to send, you have to... Ayan, natapos din tayo sa Cebu. Ang haba. So, natapos yung meeting natin with Governor Gwen, si Vice Gov, mga members ng Sanggunian, at mga city mayors, mga kongs ng Cebu, para pag-usapan yung mga protocols natin for incoming travelers from abroad. Importante kasi meron tayong common protocols, di ba? At nakinig naman tayo sa mga suggestions sila, mga recommendations. Sila rin, narinig nila yung mga policies natin sa IATF at the reasons behind the policies. So ongoing, ang discussion. I'm happy na nakapagbigay tayo ng ating mga experts natin, nakapresent ng kanilang mga findings, ng kanilang recommendations and the reasons behind yung policies ng IATF. At sila naman, the Cebu provincial government, I think they're happy to be able to also express kung ano yung kanilang reasons behind their suggested and recommended protocols. So I think ang mabuting gawin natin dyan ay pagpatuloy, yung ipagpatuloy nating discussions with them. Let's see if we can find a happy compromise. We can have a common understanding. But ang importante lang naman dito na lahat tayo, we're all in this together, yung fight natin against COVID. And dapat ma-realize ng lahat na it's not the same rules of the game right now kasi may bagong variant, yung pinaka scary, nakakatakot talaga na variant, yung Delta, and then meron pang mutation ng Delta variant, which is yung Delta Plus, which we continue to observe and monitor. So that's it, done for the day. Been a long day. Thank you for being with me. Salamat na nandito ka at sinumahan mo ako, and I hope to see you again in our next adventure together. So thank you, and ingat lagi. Stay safe. God bless.
Long day baka.
Long day. Long day. Long day for you too. So, thanks for being here. Thank you.